What's up? Welcome into the Recruiting Roundup brought to you by IBEW Local 640. I'm Claudia Collins. It's been a wild week for Wildcat commits out of Tucson. Over the weekend, five-star edge rusher Elijah Rushing announced his decision to decommit from the University of Arizona and reopen his recruitment. This comes just a few months after Wildcats fans were raving about nailing down the #1 prospect in the state. Elijah's dad told 24/7 Sports they're considering all opportunities. And on that list of schools is Arizona State, UCLA, Tennessee, Auburn, and Oregon. He has 37 offers on the table, but with just 2 months left before the early signing period, experts are predicting an interest in the Oregon Ducks. Also note that Elijah's teammate at Salpointe Catholic, Keona Wilhite, announced his decommitment from Arizona just 1 week prior. But hey, don't get too down, Wildcat fans, because there's still a state record holder heading your way. ALA Gilbert North wide receiver Brandon Phelps just broke 2 state records over the weekend previously held by Christian Kirk while he was at Saguaro. Now with 53 touchdowns and over 4,000 receiving yards and still a decent amount of season left to play, Phelps is sitting pretty on those records.
I think I sealed myself as, I don't like to say this, but I think I'm the greatest receiver in high school football in Arizona ever. So it just feels a relief to be in the names of those big NFL guys.
And just to continue to put your minds at ease, Brandon's dad is also really looking forward to his son's next steps.
To break his touchdown record and his yards record, I mean, that's huge, you know? And we're looking forward to going down to the University of Arizona next year and playing for Coach Jed Fish.
Brandon's teammate, wide receiver Titan Slade, also showed out in last week's game against Higley. Despite the loss, he made some memorable catches to prove that the Gilbert North offense is a force to be reckoned with. His only offer currently comes from the NAU Lumberjacks. Titan says he's been talking with his former QB, Adam DeMonte, about the program and says he's been to a couple of games and loves the atmosphere and culture, and he likes the idea of staying close to home. Now, something tells me if he has more games like this last one against Higley, more D1 offers are on the way for Titan. But over at Higley, 3-star safety Donovan Adu is sitting pretty on his top 5 schools. The programs in his top 5 include Arizona, ASU, UNLV, Washington, and San Diego State. This past weekend, he visited ASU for the game against Colorado and has had nothing but great things to say about the Sun Devils.
It's honestly, it's good. I mean, Coach Cooper, he calls me all the time, so it's good. I think that they have a great team over there. They have their ups and they have their downs, and I think that's in every team. And so I think it's definitely something I look at, and I think it happens to everyone. So I mean, they have their losses. I mean, they had a great game against USC last week. I think, you know, when you're going against a top-tier team like that, you know, you got to really dial in. I think they have.
Donovan says he's not rushing to make a commitment and is focusing on his season and staying healthy. Now, the Higley quarterback finally made his debut. The transfer from North High School, Luke Halgo, finally made his first appearance for the Knights. He had 258 passing yards with 4 touchdowns and 63 rushing yards with 1 touchdown. He says he's meshing well with the team and is working on continuing to become a better leader. Most recently, he visited Utah and Oregon State.
It's game day, Utah versus UCLA. You know, Utah's a little undermanned right now because of injuries, but their defense is just ridiculous. Beat UCLA, so that was a great atmosphere. Loved Utah. Loved Utah Stadium. Got a tour of the campus by one of their recruiting assistants. You know, also went to Oregon State. Really liked there as well. Beautiful. Corvallis is beautiful, right by the ocean. I really like their place as well because it's kind of like more rural in a sense. It's not a big like city, and I kind of like that. So, but yeah, just the recruiting process has been fantastic.
That's all for this edition of the Recruiting Roundup. For more recruiting news, head to sports360az.com.